new set of relationships with the wonderful cast that's compiled, including Julia Stiles and others.
Is that an exceptionally exciting time for you, Michael, when you get a chance, when you know you're going to be going to, like John said, uncharted territory, and you're getting to explore new aspects of it?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, the television series, it's an open-ended commitment you make when you do a pilot episode to maybe do a season, or maybe 2, or maybe 4, and now we're in our 5th, and it is as sort of wide open feeling and new as it's ever been. It's an amazing gift, and it's a testament to our to this character and the possibilities that he presents, but it's a testament to our writing staff that they continue to find ways to thrust him into situations that require him to confront himself in new ways.
Well, I think we can take some questions from the audience now. If you've got some, maybe you find your way to the microphone and we can start asking some questions of everybody. I think you back there, you're first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi. I was wondering, from all the seasons, the question seems to be, can he have it all? And you brutally answer no over and over again. From Dexter killing his brother, killing Miguel, and indirectly killing Rita. Are we going to see a new blow-up in this upcoming season?
A new blow-up?
Will Dexter be killing people? Is that what you're asking?
I think that's for everyone.
It's not so much maybe about raw body count. It's about the fact that he's in an emotionally much more ragged place than he's ever been. And this thing that always kind of calmed him and brought him peace maybe isn't working so well anymore. So it's going to be, we're going to see a lot of different colors in that regard too that we really haven't seen in previous seasons.
Great. Okay, you're next.
Hi, my name's Charlotte, and I have a very Comic-Con related question. Have you guys ever noticed the huge similarities between Batman and Dexter Morgan? If you guys have like taken any influence from it, or just laughed about it even?
What do you think are the similarities? I don't think it's occurred to anyone here on the table.
They were both born into their lives of vigilantism due to parental death. And they both have to give up their life to live their true identity as a vigilante. And where Dexter, he tried to have a life and he realized that like he couldn't have it. And also, like, the main things are big differences, but there's a lot of like the same born into having.
Yeah, great. You've given this so much thought.
Yeah.
What's the first Christian Bale Batman movie? Batman Begins. The scene, I saw that, and it was early on, the scene where he is in the cave and the bats come out, something he's been very afraid of, and he just sort of leans back and like surrenders to the bats. I mean, I think, yeah, Dexter in his ways surrendered to his darkness, even though he's trying to manage it for good. He's sort of like Batman that way. Yeah, and here he is, Alfred.
Okay, you're next.
Hi, my question's for Michael. Dexter's a very dark character. How do you mentally prepare for that, or do you find yourself thinking like Dexter outside of Dexter?
Sometimes in traffic. I don't know. At this point, you know, you play a character for a really long time, and after a while, it sort of starts to, it's in you like on a cellular level, and you just sort of let it go. Like you don't have to think about it as much as you once did. But I don't know. I mean, inevitably, you take your work home with you, and as much as you're preoccupied with what the next day holds, what scenes there will be, but I don't know. I'm never more sort of relaxed than on a day when I've just simulated killing someone. It's a real stress reliever, actually.
I believe it could probably be fun sometimes, too, to be that intense. We were talking a little bit backstage, and you mentioned the scene you did with John Lithgow, the Thanksgiving scene that you shot last season.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell that story.
Well, I mean, John, you know, it will always be one of the highlights of my career to have worked with him on this relationship. John has such a sense of play about him. I mean, it's play. And when we were doing the Thanksgiving episodes, he was calling his wife a C. And, you know, taking all these turns, we would just break into hysterics, like every time they said cuts, because it was just so absurd, the relationship between these two utterly damaged men, you know, and yeah, it's fun doing the more twisted things. I'd say instead of it being something that's really heavy and gives me bad dreams, I think it actually, there's a sense of release, you know, that you get away with doing that for a living.
Okay, you're up.
Hi, I was just wondering, is there ever going to be another female British character who's the complete psycho?
You're hired. I don't know.
Okay, next.
Hi, my question was actually about John Lithgow too. He put out a children's album a couple of years ago called Singing in the Bathtub. I just wanted to know if that informed
No. Just one of those fortunate or unfortunate coincidences, depending on your perspective.
I heard sales plummeted though last season. People just were not picking it up for some reason. Okay, next.
Hi, my question is for Jennifer, actually. In season 1, you were bound in the saran wrap. I was just wondering if that's one of the stranger things you've had to do acting-wise.
Yeah. Naked.
This season, as Deborah looks more into the past with her father's activities, as she sort of looks more into the man that he was and discovers more about him. Does that substantially change her relationship with Dexter as well, do you feel?
Well, there's really not so much of that yet. We're only into the 4th episode. But I was thinking about it actually today, that we are both Harry's children, and Dexter inherited one side of him, and I bleed blue. I'm a cop, you know? So I feel like that's where my focus is. While I have questions about my brother, they don't, like I said, they don't read serial killer. I feel like just because you all are lucky enough to know that doesn't mean that I am.
And James, as we find out more about Harry, the real Harry, the character, does that influence your portrayal at all, or do you have to stay pretty much strictly to what you think Dexter is imagining?
I can't move a muscle without him. I mean, as long as Harry exists in Dexter's consciousness, there's not a lot I can do outside of that, so to speak. But when we have played, we had a couple of scenes with the three of us. What was that, season 2 or 3 or 1? It was. We were actually a pretty cool little family. We did this thing in the living room. We did this thing at a crime scene. We also did a hospital scene, and I particularly enjoyed those because, I mean, we were a little family, as you know, each of us was doing their own thing, I mean, sure. I mean, the more you learn about a character, it's certainly gonna.